The next speaker is Bill Johns.
I want to thank you for everything you do, especially on days like this. You get paid so well, and the benefits are great. So with that being said, I'm here to kind of represent those who cannot or just, are intimidated to come here. But before I start on that, where's the Continental folks? Right back there? Thank you for the opportunity, coming to our community and giving us an opportunity. And thank you for coming back again and again. I apologize, and some of the stuff I've seen is coming your way. That is not the character of our community. And Doug Horn, I've known Doug for 10 years. He's been here. How many of you, when this community pretty much was founded, we didn't have economic development back then. The reason you don't have a property tax in places to do is because he took the risk to do that. And I think he used to own this property here, where the town is, and he made an investment, which I would strongly say never do. He decided to do a newspaper. So thank you, Doug Horn, for all that. So with that being said, I think from the people I've talked to in my demographic, the majority of us are for this project, and I'm going to spend a few minutes telling you why. Most importantly, my background, I'm one of the few people in the country that has an MBA and an MPA, and I've been around this stuff for a long time. But most importantly, for those in this room know me, I'm probably in this community most notorious for being found in the paper for being all for economic development, but also for personal privacy rights. On my radio show, we used to talk about personal privacy rights and also the property right to go along with that. So as a libertarian, Mike Mitchell used to come on my show, and not saying he's that way, but we did a lot of things in this community to help folks. I want to talk about the comprehensive land use plan. First of all, my daughter, every time I hear inconsistency, she gets a quarter. She's over $60 right now with all the different things going on. A plan is just that. It's a plan. It is not the law of this community. In administration, public administration, what happens is due process is where the law happens for having citizen participation forums. That is just one piece of the aspect. The other thing is making sure administrative law is being properly followed, and that isn't doing this case. So there's many plans. There's the economic development plan. There's capital improvement plans. There's several plans that make this community great for what it is. And this, being the comprehensive land use plan, is not the quote-unquote Bible or rule in stone for you to make your decisions. Your decisions to make it on all the factors that comes in. And with that being said, if you go back, do you think Admiral Farragut, as he was storming a Mobile, having the midshipmen come up and say it's inconsistent to go through the torpedoes, or it's inconsistent to be able to come in, do our lashings? The point being is the reason communities and government's inefficient so citizen participation can take over. With that being said, I am always usually on the side of the landowner. The one reason why I'm not in this case, and why this is strictly a not in my backyard case, is this property is directly located on an arterial road next to our state highway. We're not talking miles away. We're talking about with feet and yards. With that being said, the first week in any planning course talks about that is where developments go with density housing and commercial and retail development. That's the only reason I'm not on here. This is strictly a not in my backyard issue. It is not a community-wide issue. It is strictly isolated to here. I want to talk about property taxes and how the reason we don't have it. It's for sales tax. And the reason we don't have a property tax is because we have a strong economic development base. And what I have seen on the previous videos that are now on social media, it kind of disgusts me how we have treated our guests in this community. The damage is already being done with some of the people in our business district are afraid to even come here and participate in citizen participation. I have seen the emails that have been sent to them by not all, but some people in here, and it is very disturbing. And most importantly, investors, before they even come in here, or developers, they do their research, and they immediately go and look at the videos that we have to see how people are treated. And this is going to hurt the town center concept. In fact, I tell you, when I have been involved in many town centers, I recommend Farragut benchmark, Sewanee, Georgia. The demographic that is looked at is between 35 and 55-year-old to be able to support a town center. And we are going to have a lot of the challenges if we do not be able to open up to opportunities for everybody who is involved.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Rita.